Howdy, folks. Howdy, folks. Let me pause that. How are y'all doing tonight? Got my Bucky's cup. Got my unsweet tea. That tastes so good. I got the best part now. I got the ice. Well, what's left? I fill it up with all that good ice, you know, the crunchy kind, and chew on it for hours. Chew on ice. What I do. Hey, that's something I do. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Let's see who's in the chat here. Flip back over. Oh, got a couple people in the chat. All right. Lori. Well, good night, Lori. Good night. That's 12:30 in the morning. 12:30 in the morning here. Should be saying good night, but I'm saying good morning. I hope you're having a good day, Lori, and everything's going well. Hey, Crystal. How's it going? I watched your live tonight, and One Season America, and everybody was there. You know, that was cool. With Kenneth, and we're gonna talk about that in a little bit here. What's going on with that? Let me see. I'm gonna get my flicker here. Here we go. Hey, Daniel. Hello there, and everybody in the chat. Me geht is good. Dankeschön. How about you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I love your video. Hey, thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. We spent. It was a day trip that day, so didn't really have that much time to do everything in one day because I was coming back from Wittenberg. Coming from Wittenberg to Berlin. I got there by the time I got there it was like 10:15 in the morning. But we had a great time. We had a great time. Talk about that later too. Cruise Vet. Hey, oh my goodness, how's it going? I saw your video today. I popped in on the premiere and right in the middle of it, and then I went back and watched the whole thing. So that was pretty awesome. I love that scene in the very beginning. Got the two cruise ships there and the beach, all the waves coming. That's a pretty neat scene, that's for sure. So we got Ethan Artmage. My name is Uncle. Well, hello, Uncle Ethan Artmage. Armitage. Did I say that right? I want to say it right. So, is it Ethan Armitage? Armitage. I hope that's right. Well, welcome here. Call me V, my buddy. Hey, you know what, V? I'm going to call you just that. I'm going to call you V. V, she's awesome. Everybody here in the chat is awesome. V called me from a European supermarket. Can I say that? Can I tell you? From a European supermarket in Canada. Sound right? And she was showing me all of my favorite stuff that comes from Deutschland. Beautiful Schoen Deutschland, which is beautiful. And it was just really making my day. They had milk with chocolate there. They had mustard. They had sauces like what believe that. The meat case was from here to Canada. That's a long ways, guys. No, but seriously, that meat counter was just like, it kept going. I don't think there was a stop there. So V, so good to call you that. Thanks a lot for sharing that today. That was really, really cool. That made my night, actually. Something's wrong with your live stream. Ooh, what's wrong with my live stream? If everything is okay in my live stream. Let's see here. Darren is perfect on my end. Okay, cool. Well, you're perfect on my end, too. Oh, the screen. You're still perfect on my end. Michael Ann. Hey, how's it going there? Well, we got some awesome folks here. Man, I got to spend time with Michael Ann, call me V, and all these guys, Crystal. But you know what? It wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough time. We had 8 days together, and that wasn't enough. But I foresee that's going to be a whole bunch of time. Because my dream, you hear my dream? My dream is to get everybody that's ever in the chat together in one room, one spot, and that would be really cool. Here's my ticker. Okay, so but then it was that would be in my dream. So that'd be really cool. Thing just jumped here. Hello, Krubby the Beagle. Hey, how's it going? I love hound dogs. You know, I don't know if I told you, but we have a basset hound. She's almost 2, and she is a gem to have. We love her. I've always had basset hounds in my adult years, adult life, and my grandparents had two basset hounds. They were my grandparents though, Banjo and Cleo, way back then. But anyways, adult life, always had basset hounds. Let's see. Okay. Hello, Ethan. Saying hello, Darren. Good deal. Hello, Daniel. Everybody saying hi. Very good. Okay, cool, Daniel. All right. Okay. I be sweating there a little bit. Cool sweat. Gotta be cool, right? Gotta be cool. Let's see. Oh, you saying hi? Hey, Shady Hill. What's happening? Sure, tell away. Okay. Whoa. I'm glad you said that. So I already told away. Let's see. Here, look at it. Oh, I've lost. I'll just go and tell you. I've been on a diet, but it's a good diet. I can eat all the meat that I want. Okay. I love my meat. No, don't get. I love my vegetables. I'm a vegetable guy. I'm not a vegetable only guy. No, I got to have my meat. You know, my cousin went on the trip with me, and he was. I said, "Man, what are you doing?" And everything. He says, "Well, I've been on this carnivore diet for about a year." I'm like, "What's that?" You know what carnivore is? Well, what are you talking about? He goes, "Well, you only eat meat." Everything, and I said, "Well, I definitely want to lose some fat." My goal was after the cruise, you know, I wanted to do something. I got to do something because I was starting to look like the Goodyear balloon, you know, in my stomach, not anywhere else, but in my stomach. I'm like, man, he put Goodyear on it. I'll fly off. All right, but anyway, he was there. You ought to try it for 30 days. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, 30 days. I don't know anything diet. I don't know no part of it. Okay, because you live once, right? But he says, Darren, try it for 2 weeks. Okay, I could do anything for 2 weeks. So I did it for 2 weeks. At the end of the 2 weeks, I lost 7 pounds. Just like that. Just meat, nothing else. No carbs, no bread, no nothing. But I can eat all the meat I want. You could cook all the meats in the animal fat. You can use no oil. You could cook eggs with butter, which I did that anyway. I gotta have butter, you know. But no biscuits, nothing like that. That's the hard part. Okay? But when I saw the seven pounds in 2 weeks, I was like, man. So long story short, and we'll get back to the chat. I went. I just had my 5th week the other day. Okay, 5 weeks. I lost 15 pounds. So, you know, once I get down to my desired weight, then I can start taking like just eating portions of vegetables instead of. See, I can eat green beans. I'm a broccoli guy. I'm a cabbage guy. I'm all that stuff. Brussels sprouts. I eat them all day long. But the thing is, it keeps all your weight down and your sugars down. And my sugars are totally normal. So it's good stuff. So I'm pretty much off my medication. I'm just waiting on the doctor to give me the A-OK. So that was pretty cool. Thank you so much, Lori. Ron sees America. Well, I'm getting ready to see Ron sees America in America in a few days, and we'll talk about that in a little bit here. That was a nice live you had today too, sir. I like that. I like the place we were staying in too. It looked pretty neat. I'm glad Crystal found that. Lolita's Law. Hey, Lolita. How are you? Welcome here. Ooh, salamat. Sorry, I'm a soda. I'm doing 3 miles there. And no worries. I totally understand that. I totally understand that. But that was real cool. The time that we had about what 30 minutes at least 30 minutes. And B was taking me all over that store. I mean, it was just great. I was like, well, oh, B found this thing called Rouladen. I've never seen Rouladen in a grocery store in the States. You see it all the time in Germany, but never in the States. But she's in Canada. And she goes, oh, no, it's Rouladen. Like, oh, my goodness. So I was smiling. Hey, Troy. Troy, what's happening, Troy? How are you? I saw you. Well, I saw you in a number of places. I saw you in front of the Mira. It was behind Ron. You can see your face. And I saw you sitting on the throne, just sitting on the throne, fully clothed. Okay, but you're passing through, and Crystal almost had a heart attack when she walked in there. That was kind of funny. Hello, Louise saying hello. Hey, Kenny's Angels. Hey, there you go. That's cool. Kenneth here. Did I see Kenneth come in? Well, y'all are with Kenneth, so please tell hello to Kenneth. That'd be great. Cool train layout. Hey, Ethan. Cool train layout. Trains. Trains. East, west, east. Trains. Oh, I don't know. Thank you. Okay. That's one of his sounds great. Hey, yes, we're gonna talk about that too. In fact, I'm gonna give you just a little heads up here. We got the Helen Meetup coming in March 10th and through the 12th, 2023. It's coming up. It's going to slap us in the face. Okay, we're going to be there. We're meeting Friday. We have spaghetti ice. That ice cream. If you don't know what it's about, ask me and I'll tell you. We're going to have that at 2 p.m. Then everybody's on their own. Those who want to meet together just for a nutshot, dinner time, we'll do that too. Saturday, everybody's on their own doing whatever they want to do. Most of us are together anyway, but it's not a have to. But the big shindig is at 6 p.m. when we have the dinner at the Hawkwall House in Helen, Georgia. I have reservations made already. I made it. I just went ahead and made it for 60 people. I made it for 40 last year, and then I saw more people were coming, and I contacted the owner and I said, I don't know how many. And he goes, "How about 60?" I said, "Okay." Well, 54 showed up, so that's pretty good. 66 people showed up altogether but they couldn't stay for the dinner. They popped in, they lived close by, or someone was traveling and they stopped in. They drove an extra hour just to come and say hi for a little bit. And I loved it. That was really, really cool. Right. The next meetup I have is July 1st in Heidelberg, Germany. Right. We have Eric B. He's my co-host. Eric B. and also Angie that lives in Heidelberg. We're just it's a 1 day thing. Actually, it's just a lunch. We're meeting at 12 noon that Saturday, and it's going to be in Heidelberg, Germany. Um, what I do, if you don't know what I do, and I do this as a hobby, I write itineraries for folks who have never been to Germany. Okay, I've even written itineraries for folks who have been to Germany, but I do this as a community service. I enjoy helping people travel, especially to places where I love. And I love to visit Germany. I love to eat the food in Germany, the people in Germany, all that stuff. I just love it over there. I got an attachment to that place. Um, but anyways, but if you are interested in coming to the Heidelberg meetup, just let me know. And I'll be glad to assist you with hotels, flights, everything. I don't take no money. I don't want no money. I'll tell you where to go, right? But I'll give you, stay here, go here, go here, go here, and just go from there. And then finally, the big thing that Daniel was talking about was it's called the Spaghetti Ice Group Trip in 2024. I already have 5 people booked, right? So actually, we have maybe 5 more slots left, and this is for 2024, June of 2024. What were the dates again? It's coming up. June 16th to the 25th. I'm going to make sure I get it right. So if you're interested in any of these events that will be taking place, feel free to contact me. But the best place, if you can't contact me, is go to my Facebook group page, which is the same name as my channel, The Nevis from Germany with Aaron. Ask to join it, and you look in the event tab, and you'll see everything in there. You'll see the 2 events, the 2 meetups. You'll see the Heidelberg, or excuse me, the Helen, Georgia, and the Heidelberg. Okay. The June of 2024, it's not in the event tab yet, but I do have it pinned on top of the chat there, so you can see it that way. But we'll dive into more of that too. So, Troy, there we go. Hey, all right. Hey, man, how's it going? How's it going, Telga? This is my buddy right here. We were there, him and my buddy Corn. We had a blast in Germany. He was there in September. I was there in June. That's with Eric B. Eric B. was with me, and then in September with Telga. And and corn. We had a blast. And I can't wait to do it again. That's for sure. Hey, Berlam. Hey, how are you? Oh, cool. I didn't see it yet. No, no, the bread was there when it's first one. They're not the same anymore. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I have seen in some places. That wasn't my really my. It wasn't my favorite. My favorite is in Schweinfurt's, Schweinfurt, Germany. That's my favorite, and the bread was totally different than that. So it was kind of crusty. It was still good. I will give it that. It was really good, and I would go back to that place again. But I know what you mean. I got to have salt. You know? But I know what you're saying. Now there is another place on. It's near Post Number Flats. There is a donut kebab shop there. It was salt. I didn't eat it this time, but I ate it 2 years ago there, and it was really good. So, but absolutely. I was saying, hey V, ooh, my chat just went again. Where am I? Here I am. Okay. Go Gators with a ton of spaghetti eyes. Sir, I like your way of thinking. I I love your way of thinking. But I appreciate you, Berlam, coming in and commenting and everything. I appreciate everybody coming to my videos and leaving comments and all that stuff. And I do the same for everybody else. I try my best to give everybody support because, support makes you feel good, right? It's a lot of work to put things together. You want to see that support. And that's why I give it. So, it's just really, really, really cool. Stay home. No, stay home. I don't want to stay home. I love my home. I don't go places. Let's see here. That's a great. I'm try to. Daniel, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay, take it from me. I'm very skeptical. Okay, and I'm very do not like the word diet. Okay, I don't consider what I'm on a diet. I mean, everything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and actually pork rinds. Okay, these things. These are healthy, believe it or not. And I've been eating those anyway. But now the past 5 weeks, I've been really eating the thing, and it doesn't get old. But I'm seriously try it like I did. Try it for 2 weeks. Nothing but meat. Nothing but meat. You can have cheese, but it's got to be like cheddar or it's got to be real cheese. It can't be the processed stuff. But try it out. Try it out. You'll see. Video call. Yes. Video call is good. Video calls are fun. Our temperature here in Winnipeg is 19 Celsius. Oh, wow. That is cold, buddy. So I hope you got your jacket on, Luther. Here's that. I cut the sodium way down and the pounds start coming off quicker for me. Wow. That's really cool. Now see, the thing with this carnivore diet, it tells you to use salt. I don't understand this. I mean, we got different stuff. I mean, I use salt like a boil eggs. Like a salt and eggs. Now I don't cover it with salt. But I give it a dab or two. I used to cover it with salt, but the point is that they've been telling you to actually use sodium with this diet with the meat and sodium, not overdoing it. You know what I mean? But there's all kinds of YouTube videos on the carnivore diet. Dr. Ken. Oh, Dr. Ken. If you look up Dr. Ken carnivore diet, it'll pop up. I can't think of his last name, something like that. But he will enlighten you on a lot of stuff. And the thing is, it's healthy. I mean, he's a doctor, and he's a doctor, and so hopefully you won't be scared of so, okay, here we go. Thinking my friend always finds his vision and stuff. I appreciate that, Lolita. I really do appreciate that. I'm so glad you're here. Now, where are you? Where are you located in this big world? Inquiring minds want to know. Joy Bus. Hey there. We had a late night Gatlinburg Christopher, so I headed to bed. We want to say, well, that is awesome. I did not see any notification for your live, by the way. I know you said you're going to have a live. Was that today? I didn't see anything, but again, I was gone. I was away at the evening time, but that's probably it. But I'll go back and check and see if you did. Hey, well, y'all have a great night too. You and Donnie, absolutely. Hi, all who has joined the chat. Yeah, thanks, Lori. Appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate the likes, Joey. I really do. Thanks for that blessing. Lolita saying hi to Lori. Hey, where's State Helen? It's in Georgia. If you look up Helen, Georgia. Helen, Georgia is like a Bavarian town. Okay, it's built after a Bavarian town in Bavaria, and it gives you a feel like you're in Germany. And the restaurants there are stellar. The restaurants there, they have uh, some authentic German food there. There's not a place that I have ever eaten at there that wasn't good. I mean, I can honestly say that. Now everybody's different, and I can't speak for everybody, but some I've heard people say, "Well, it didn't taste so good." Okay, well, sorry about I've never had a negative, um, taste bud for one of those places. Now, we'll say there are some places more expensive than others, okay, but not overly expensive. But we have the Hopwell House, and it has a nice menu. They have a swine axle there. It's a big pork knuckle, about this big. I kid you not, I'm not exaggerating. It's not like a fish story. It's not meaty, but it's a big old pork with a knuckle, or with like crispy. The crunch you got, and you got the soft meat. Oh, wow, it's good stuff. Georgia, all right, there's my yeah. And remember, Cruise Vet, I don't know if you're here a minute ago, but if you go to my Facebook group page and ask to join that, I have an event tabs for all the events coming up, and I do have one thing that's pinned up top, but not in an event tab yet, but it's coming. I want to get some more details before I do that. Stay home. Saltwater born. Hey, how's it? I've got to go. I'm jonesing to go fishing. I am missing it. I'm a Florida boy living in Georgia, and I miss my boat. I miss my boat. And I would go check out the weather. I would go. Where am I going today? Am I going to Gulf of Mexico to fish? I'm going to Atlantic Ocean to fish. Or rivers, or whatever. St. John's River. I love the St. John's River. Going right through the Atlantic, all over Jacksonville. But anyways, yeah, I love the fish. But I've been thinking about that because the boys would go fishing too. So you know, look them up. We'll do something. Oh, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Aaron's trying to get me there for the last 3 years. Yes, I have, Lori. Not only Helen, but Germany as well. It came close. It came close this past year, but it's coming. Daniel, we'll do it. We will do it. We will fit in the Manhattan Ice Cafe, and that'd be really cool. I met the owner of well, I met the owner. He's the owner, but the inventor of spaghetti eyes. His name is Dario Montanelli. Now, my name's Darren, Darion. His name is Dario. Okay, so in 1969, he invented this ice cream called spaghetti eyes. I won't get into the details right now, but it's a plate of ice cream that looks like spaghetti. There is details, and I do have a playlist of all most of my spaghetti eyes. I think it's a spaghetti eyes film that hasn't been pushed yet. But in the playlist, there are spaghetti eyes. It's pretty good. But Daniel, we will do that. But guys, just to let you know, I already have 5 people signed up for that trip already. So to hold the spot, we're renting a van. Okay, we're renting a van, we're splitting the cost. Okay, so what I'm asking if they can give just $100 deposit for the van. Now that money will go to your account once you go. You're not losing the money. You know what I mean? But I need something to hold it because I have to pay for the thing in advance. I have to pay for everything in advance. Before used to be common. Well, we just charge you when we see it. A lot of these places now they want money up front and all this stuff. So that's why I'm doing it. I don't like doing that, but I got to cover me too. So I hope you understand that. Stay home. No, I don't want to stay home, Louisa. You like to stay home, Louisa? Fearless Rambler. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I want to check you out more and more and more. I have. I know. I've subscribed to you. But I want to find out more and more about you as well as everybody else. You know, how'd you come up with your name? You know, where you're from, all that other stuff. So in the near future. Good morning, Darren. Watching at work, trying to catch up on videos. That's awesome, John. John, oh, it was so cool hanging out with you and Nancy again on the cruise. For 8 days we hung out together. That was really, really awesome. John and Nancy, they were at the Helen Meetup last year. They were a wonderful, wonderful couple. They're pretty froggy, but they're a wonderful couple. Meaning, hence the little, you call it emoji thing. It's a little frog. They love frogs. So, but anyways, good folks. Glad you're here. Shady Hill, thank you so much. And that was on my mind, but I don't want to misspeak. I was like, well, that Darren said it was something else. No, I want to make sure. Thanks for solidifying that for me, Dr. Ken Berry. So Daniel or anybody else who's listening who's interested in the protein-only diet, check out Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube, and he'll explain everything. Just come from a doctor. Me no doctor, okay? Me no doctor. Me just trying to get rid of my bubble, okay? So I'm just trying to get rid of this thing. And it's working. It's working. I would not say. I'm telling you guys. When I hear the word diet, I run. I don't want nothing to do with it. But this diet, I get to eat meat. You can't go wrong there. And then you it's amazing. I'm totally shocked. Totally shocked. It's crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, man, how's it going? Hey, Carson, you went on my channel Wednesday night. Some German course we keep or give away to you. So, man, thank you so much, Jason. Guys, and Jason, I had not had a chance to look at that yet. That thing called Why Keeps Getting in the Way, but I do have it in my queue to watch, videos to watch. I got that. Guys, check out Sandman Coins and Collectibles. This guy is very knowledgeable in coins. Okay, I like coins too. I got a couple euros right here. I was just looking. I took them out to look at them. Okay, I like coins too. I got coins for all. Oh, I got the coins you gave me too, Jason. They're downstairs. Anyways, check him out. He knows this stuff. He's got an array. When I say array, I'm talking a book this thick. This thick. All these German coins from Germany, and he even had a one from Schreiber, a couple from Schreiber, from different periods of time. I mean, it's sorry, but it is awesome how he has such a collection. Thank you, Jason. It's pretty cool over here where I live. Germany. Oh wow! Hey, Daniel, you might be training for Germany. But we won't need a cold weather because we're going in June. I'll be there a couple times for June 24, but that's just a group trip. Remember that. So, but June 2024, I don't expect it to be cold. Stay home. Next. No, when I'm talking through a phone. Ooh. All right, Kenneth. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for being here. I appreciate you. I can't wait to see you in a couple of days. I get to see you and hang out. Myself and several other fellow YouTubers, we are going to Kingsport, working on a project. We're fixing up this home, things, taking care of stuff so it could be better livable. Okay, and we're a group of us. I'm on the committee. We have Ron, we have Crystal, we have Troy. I mean, I'm afraid to name everybody. I don't want to miss anybody, but there's a lot of people that are involved in this committee. And here's the thing. Last week we did a fundraiser to help Kenneth. Okay, Kenneth and his papa. All right. There's some issues there there's some issues there, but us as a YouTube family, we're gonna take care of those issues, most of those issues. And it's so cool to be part of. No one was asking for a pat on the back. I certainly don't want that. But it's neat to be part of something like this to help someone that we love. Because we love Kenneth, we love Papa. The last weekend we had a fundraiser. I did one on this channel, and I did one on my Whatever Floats My Book channel too. And just the weekend alone, I think it was almost I don't remember. I don't want to miss a beat. I don't. I'm one of those. I can't stand when people just pull stuff out of their head when they don't know. That drives me nuts. As a pet peeve of mine. We raised a bunch of money last weekend, and now what I understand is over $14,000 raised. Okay, our goal first was $5,000. It kept going, and it's still growing. Not only that, we had an Amazon wish list. Okay, buying cleaning supplies, whatnot, all this kind of stuff that's a need. All that was taken care of. Everything was purchased through the Amazon wish list, let alone the money that was donated. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that's why I love being part of this YouTube community because it, there's a love that there's a friendship, there's a love that makes it grand. When everybody comes together, it's not one person, it's not two people. Everybody comes together, shares that love. You know what I mean? That 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 that's awesome. Okay. It, this is not a raising money live stream at all, but if you do want to donate something, send me a proper message, and I will send you a link to a PayPal if you want to do it. If somebody in here has that link to the PayPal, feel free to put it in there. I don't mind at all. But if you would like to help in any kind of way, please do. Okay. There we go. Virtual hug. There we go, Leela. Yes. I'll take that. Virtual hug. All right. Quiet listener. Well, hello. How are you? I enjoy your channel. I'm sure that drives me crazy. What happened to your channel? Because man, you got so much stuff on there, but you're building it back up. You know, but I enjoy you. I enjoy your food plan. Uh, with the Native American food. That is so cool. It's very interesting. So that's really cool. So don't let that stop you. Keep on doing what you're doing. You can be better than ever. I know it. Hello, Kenneth. Ooh, Kenneth. She's saying hello, everybody in the chat. Oh my goodness! Hey, can somebody get that? Yeah. Hey, any mods out there? If you could put me out there and folks don't have anything better to do. That's okay. You do it again, you're gone again. So no problem. Get alive. No problem. That's what hey, thanks, Kenneth. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Guess what? Live again. Chris Bread, the chat viewers told us that we had the best video of anyone live stream. Oh, so that was good because we couldn't see it in our phones to tell. I understand that. I do understand that, Joey. But I will certainly check that out for sure. Virtual, yeah, that's right, Lolita. It goes. We did a German Christina last night and got some okay German. Well, that's great. That is wonderful. Where were you? Were you the one in Baltimore? There was one in Baltimore, and there was one in Chicago. Somebody sent me something. I'm gonna have to. Did you video it? I'll check out your great. Oh, cool. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, just answer the questions, and I'll set it, and you'll be in Flint. That's right. We're saying hi there. Listener 4-man, Stanley. Another over West 5. Yeah, there we go. Hey, you too, Joy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Please tell Donnie I said hello. Over and over. Take care, everyone. Be blessed, everyone. Have a blessed. Lolita, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. I hope you come around more often, and I look forward to getting to know you better. And so, I don't know if you have a channel, but I'm gonna write you down. You probably do because I got the word blog in it. So I'm going to check you out. L-O-L-I-T-A. And that's the thing, folks. If you see somebody here that you don't know, go check them out. And I'll never tell you to subscribe. I will never do that. But if you like the content, go ahead. I don't ever tell anybody to subscribe to you. If you don't like me, don't subscribe to me. I don't want to do that. So, and no one's going to get offended. Take care. Yeah, you too. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing this view. Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending time with us for a little bit. Helen and Hudson, everyone. Can't wait for Helen. Thanks. Real quick, I can get a chance for bring it up. So much to see and do. I love German trains for day trips all over. Yes, absolutely. Man, we had a good time in Deutschland, didn't we? Wow, and I can't wait to see you in Helen. That's gonna be so cool. That's gonna be really, really cool. Let's keep in touch. I hope you're doing well. We'll let make a trip to Wild Flicking one day as a small town with the Burgermeister to get everyone on the military post. Ah, well, yeah. Is the Burgermeister can't get you on that though. You have to. There's other things. You have to have military ID and or someone with military ID and then a passport and sign them in. I guess it's the access roster. Access roster. Anyways, we'll talk about that. But hey, let's go to Bjornflicken, aka Wild Chicken. Yes, I keep hearing about that pizza place. Daniel, someone else was talking about that pizza place in Bjornflicken. And I said, oh, yeah, my buddy Daniel did something about that. So I'm for it. Hey, Lori, you have a great night. You have a great night. 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock, 11:07. Well, you have a great night, Lori. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Ken is so down there. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Okay. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods, for taking care of those people. I appreciate that. See here. Kenneth, thank you so much, Kenneth. You're on the job, man. I appreciate that. There's some people. I think what is that? Ice cafe. We go to Fulda, which Fulda is close by. I know Fulda. The Fulda Gap, all that stuff. Oh yeah, Fulda Gap's not there no more, except this history. But I seen it wasn't full, but we were ready. We were ready to go. Ready to go during the Cold War. Back then. Yeah, that was some times, Daniel. Yeah, we were always in the field, always ready for World War III, and we were locked and loaded. But thank God we never had to do that. So but we were ready. Beche, looking at everything greens for the Philippines. Well, hello, Beche. Beche, thank you so much for being here. Salamat. Amin Araman. Glad you're here. See, nice to meet you. Okay, well, very nice to meet you too. Now I'm going to write your channel down, Beche. Is it Beche? 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 I'm going to write this down here, and I'm going to check you out. And folks, like I said, if you don't know who someone is, check them out. Check out who they are. And while you're at it, if you want to share this live stream out, feel free to share it out. Okay, I don't mind. In fact, that'll help the channel out. So appreciate that. And then bring around the King of the to visit the post. I don't know. I never heard of that unless someone got to know how to do all who you know type thing. But yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about that for sure. Hello, Bichet. Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool. Salamat for telling me. That's awesome. Hey, Jeffrey. I did hear that. I did hear that. The Utah one. Yes. Wow. Was that twice in a row? Something like that. Bichet. 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 No, Bichet. Ah. See, none one, sir. Okay. I'm not sorry. I chased Cody's way. Oh wow. They're after the rabbit. You silly rabbit. They're after the rabbit. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna catch a silly rabbit. I used to be able to do that good. I was do that years. But, glad you're glad, Lothar. Hi, nice to meet you. All right. Now see, that's why I like everybody, talk to each other, get ready to know each other, all that good stuff. We'll use Fearless Rainbow says. Very check it out. You do have to stay on the post. Wow. Yeah, Daniel. I don't know who's running that post. I don't know. I, I don't know, but yeah, if you have a military ID card, yeah, that's no problem. But it's not for me to say it. But yeah, that's I believe Penn State is going to Roosevelt. So yeah, that's right. All the bowl predict or all the bowl predictions. But I guess we'll find the official bowl games for the day. Thank you, Jeffrey. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to invite some people up here. Okay. Just for a little while. But here's the link. If you'd like to come up, there's a link. And you just press the link. You'll be in the basement. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're ready. And we'll go from there. You're not going to tell everyone there. Next time, you're going to let me know. Hey, yeah. Yes, sir, Bob. Yes, sir, Jason. Let's do it. Let's do that for sure. Thanks, Jason. All right, so if you want to be here, I see someone down there. I see a thumb coming up. Hang on a second, Kenneth. Let's see. I just blew it. I told who was down there. Hang on a second. Yeah, there's the link. So come on in. Come on in. I tell you.
Howdy, y'all.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Doing all right by yourself.
I'm doing great. Man, you are a man of many places.
Yes, sir.
Man, so everybody all settled in right there?
Everybody else is in bed but me.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, let's sing the song real loud. You ready? Bear Lamb, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, Bear Lamb.
How you doing, Luthar?
How you been?
Hey, outstanding, man. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Can you hear me okay on my microphone?
Yeah, it's kind of distorted in the back. Do you have something else on, or is it?
Yeah, my computer. Hang on.
Hey,
No, it was. You just had it. Was better.
Okay, like this.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I threw a napkin over my microphone.
Hey, Cruz Vet and Magnificent as a Daniel, Sandman Coins and Collectibles, Jeffrey, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, good folks here. Oh, Brochin. Oh, more than one Brochin. That's for sure. Yeah, Lothar. I agree. Most of the donor places, places, they still have the soft thing, but that one in particular, it was harder than usual.
It's give or take. I remember as a kid, like in the 80s, when I was living in Berlin, they tasted completely different. They were like really fresh bread. The bread was super thick. Now it's like it's toasted, it's squished down, it's completely something different. It's not the same. You know what I mean? It's just not the same that I remember it.
What do you have any plans to go back to Germany anytime soon?
I can't because I don't got the vax, so I can't travel yet. So my mom's in a folks home there, so she has early set dementia.
Ooh.
So there's no reason for me to actually go there right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't afford it anyway. I got to work.
Right.
I would go, but I can't afford it. That's just the whole thing.
Oh, gotcha. I always look for the deals, and my favorite is American Express, because you get free flights. The only thing you pay for is the taxes. So my last three trips, I paid like $133 round trip.
Okay. And I don't have a credit card, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That makes it even worse for me.
But see, I was skeptical too of them things too, because nothing's free, right? You know. But I said, well, I'll try it. Well, man, I got like 6 flights over there. Just using what I use. You know what I mean? And it adds up. I couldn't believe it. Now, these days it costs more miles. It's gonna take me longer to save for a free flight again. So I want to see a free flight for a while.
Wait till next year. It will shock you how expensive the flights are getting. And this is shocking. They're putting extra taxes on flights. So hypothetically, you want to go from Los Angeles, say, to the Philippines. Usually, that flight is about $3,000. That flight's going to be $9,000 now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Makes you ask the question, what are these folks smoking?
Yeah.
To put what? You know,
Mm-hmm.
$9 grand. Kenneth, that's expensive.
You know, it's like remember when I told you I wrote you about the New Swanstone Castle, right? There's like,
Yes.
okay, there's like a story on top of a story. So there's a fake narrative, and then there's the real narrative, and it's almost the same thing with the airplane companies. They're sort of charging more tax on it because they have a narrative to push. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those environmental things they're doing.
Right.
So they don't want people to fly, which is kind of silly.
It's all the yeah. Oh, that this conversation. Ooh, man, I'm biting my tongue right now.
Well, so am I. And that's
I can tell. I can tell.
And and like I was going to get together with you. I think what was it, a couple of weeks ago, and I've been so busy. We were going to talk about the German history about New Swanstone anyway, or New Swans. I call it the Walt Disney Castle, but the real one.
Right, absolutely.
And there's a real story, and then there's the story
Daniel.
they made. So, and that's like you're going to have a story for the tourist, and you're going to have actual fact. And this is the story I researched for 7 years with another person to find out the truth why the King Ludwig died in the first place. So, and pretty much they pretty much got rid of him very, very quickly.
Well, you play with people's women, ladies.
No, it was the complete opposite.
Really?
Yep. He didn't like the ladies, and he had a big spending pocket where he was never around women at all. So New Swanstone is pretty much Wagner's. It's like a fairy tale of Wagner from who made Wagner music, and
they were buddies.
Yeah. So, but he also had big spending habits. He spent so much money that you couldn't raise the taxes off of the people. So the people vacated Bulgaria and moved to America. This is why there was a big influx of people who were from Germany moving to the United States at the time.
Because in the 1800s, right?
Yeah.
The 1870s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kenneth, we need to get you there, man.
Yeah, I'd love to get to Germany.
That castle we're talking about is right there. It's got a glare of the lamps on it, but
I see it.
Yeah, that's the castle there.
I have the same picture. I think every German has that picture.
Speaking of airlines, has anyone flown Condor? I have not. I've seen it a lot. Look there. Have you ever flown Condor?
Yes, but you cannot buy a ticket from Canada or the United States. You have to buy it from Germany.
Really?
Yeah, because it's considered a charter airline, and Condor used to own what is it called, Caribbean Airlines, and they owned the other one, went bankrupt, but they sold it. They had parts of Air Berlin they owned, and they got rid of that also. Yeah, so Air Berlin doesn't exist anymore. It's belly up.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's Air Berlin too. The first Air Berlin was the American Airlines group who owned Air Berlin. And Air Berlin, the second one, went belly up. What was it, about 2 years ago? And earlier than that, 3 years ago, I think they went belly up. Condor is pretty much an airline made up for the tourist, but you cannot purchase a ticket. You have to be in Germany or Europe.
Wow.
To buy one. So I know it's kind of dumb, but
hey, if I can find a cheaper rate, I'll get
the cheapest I found was $2,800 Canadian dollars, and that would be flying from Winnipeg, Toronto, Iceland to London, then London to Berlin. And I'm not taking that many airplanes.
Wow. Is that because of Canadian money or because
No,
my next flight is well, I got it at the right time, $850 round trip.
that's you can't even fly to the next town here with that price of money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
The flights from, say, Winnipeg to Churchill, Manitoba are about $3,000, and you're flying in the same states. Yeah, price of flying here is like unaffordable.
Everybody's smoking something.
Yeah.
Daniel saying there's a rumor that he was murdered. They could petrify.
It wasn't a river; it was 2 feet of water. Supposedly, he drowned in the lake.
Yes.
This is impossible. He's talking about King Ludwig. No,
yes. Yep.
You can't drown in 2 feet of water, and it was beside the lake in a swampy area where he was, and with his psychologist. He was killed with his psychologist. So there's 2 people who died on that night: the king and his psychologist, who was giving him amounts of like tons of cocaine, what was strange. At the time, they thought that worked. And all of a sudden, someone found them face down in 2 feet of water.
Wow. Yes.
So
there's all kinds of there's 2-3 different stories out there. The rumor mill, out there. But cruise vet, I was lucky to go. Oh, I was lucky and got to go on a medevac to Ramstein while I was escorting a service member there. Ended up staying for a few days. It's real nice weather. That's really cool. I was medevac from Germany, cruise vet. I broke my back in Germany a while back, and came out of Rhine-Main at the time. But anyways, I appreciate the medevacs because they really, really took care of me. However, I go to Ramstein every once in a while. And I was just there year before last, and they really vamped up. I don't know if you saw the mall there. It's the largest AFIS mall in the world. It's got all the big food courts and any store that you could imagine. It's got a movie theater on the second floor. And of course, you got the big hotel right across from the airport on the base. So I love Ramstein. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not allowed on that base.
I'm sorry?
Not allowed on that base.
Right. But it's got a lot of cool stuff. It's like Little America.
Yeah.
Right there. That was in 2006, but didn't get off base doing it. So I said, okay. But hey, if you were on there, you probably saw that mall. I still call it the new mall because I was there in the 80s, and they had a big PX then. Y'all call them BX, is Cruise West Navy. We call them PX, of course. Air Force call them BX too, but I always call it PX. And anyways, they had a big one to begin with. But when I saw that mall, it made that what I thought was a small PX look really, really tiny. So
that's what I was going to go see. I was actually going to go buy clothes at the PX because someone told me I can get jeans my size. Because I'm a big guy, and someone said, "Oh, you're allowed on the base. You can visit the mall." And we got to the gate, and they're going, "You can't come on here."
Wow.
So you need ID. Not ID. You need to be an American citizen, and you need to be in the military.
Yes.
Or you need to be signed in.
Yeah. You're that or retired or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kenneth.
Yes, sir.
What are your plans in the morning?
Get up, eat breakfast, and start heading towards the house. About 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's pretty good. Can you do me a favor and send me your address? I can put my GPS.
Yeah.
To your house because I have directions written down to get where you're at now. So, coming from Florida, will I be going to your house first before I get to the Airbnb, or what?
So, are you planning on coming tomorrow or what?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Saturday now.
Well, actually, it is Saturday. It
Mhm.
is Saturday. I'll contact you.
Okay.
How long is that drive for you?
It's probably a good 7-8 hours roughly.
Oh, wow. Okay, it's pretty
Yeah,
far then.
yeah, I'm going. Yeah, good stuff. About 7, about 8. Yeah. Daniel says you could die in 1 inch of water. Yeah, well, yeah, less than that actually.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need much.
No.
Ooh, look here.
Have you ever thought of driving across Canada?
I just sent you a message, Darren.
Okay, thanks. As a matter of fact, I have. I will love to drive across. I like to go straight up the eastern seaboard
Okay.
and drive all the way to Alaska.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yes and no. Um, if you're going to go up from Maine, so Maine, you'd get into New Brunswick, then you get to Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia, you want to get to the island of Newfoundland. When you get to the island of Newfoundland, you can go to start from St. John's, Newfoundland. That's the oldest city in North America. And then you would work your way back across the island, going to the north of the island, taking a smaller ferry. And you can only do this during the summer. Is take the northern road to Labrador, Labrador to Quebec,
Wow, you know
Quebec
you're neat.
to. I know every single road in Canada.
No kidding.
Through Quebec, then Ontario. You give go to Toronto, Niagara Falls, then work yourself back up to London, Ontario, and go up to Sudbury, Ontario, then work your way west, going into Manitoba, where I am, hitting Winnipeg, then either going to Regina, Saskatchewan, to Saskatoon, head to Edmonton, and Edmonton, you're going to hit the Alaskan Highway. And then you can work yourself all the way up to Anchorage from there. But
Wow.
you're missing you have to go through Whitehorse and everything else. So
Now, Eglinton, I've never been there, but I've
yeah,
seen videos there. And it's beautiful, and I'll load it. There's a train that goes through there too. You take a train. I would love to do that one day.
don't quote me on this. I don't think that train is working anymore, but there is Via Rail train station where you can go across parts of Canada with, but it's super expensive.
Is it really?
Yeah, because you can go to Jasper to the Rocky Mountains. You can go to Banff National Park. That's between the two provinces of British Columbia and Alberta. Banff, Alberta is pretty much like the Rocky Mountains, and it's like very scenic and everything else, filled with tourists. Jasper is north from there. I have every single map of the whole areas to go back, go camping or whatever you want to do.
Well, that's cool. It's beautiful. Got all those mountains and all that stuff.
So yeah, but if you want to go a different route, is you don't go to the Alaskan Highway. Is you take Edmonton, go back down to Calgary, and then go to Vancouver, and then Victoria, and you would go up to the Pacific Ocean. But it's going to cost you close to 168 hours in driving.
Ooh, ooh, that's a lot of drive. That's a
Yeah.
lot of driving.
Yeah. Because
Wow,
I'm putting you on roads where the roads I'm putting you on are pretty much not even paved. Some of them are still unpaved roads
wow.
because I'm taking you in a better circle.
Daniel saying here he found a ticket to Germany from San Francisco for 875 round trip. That's awesome.
That's cheap.
That is. Oh, Cruiseville. I was in Victoria, Canada in September. It was really beautiful, real beautiful place. Would love to go back. Absolutely. Wow. Like I said, I've never been there, but I've seen a lot of video and a lot of pictures. My father-in-law, a few years back, before COVID, we had actually had a plan to take that train to go to Edmonton. And he goes, Darren,
Okay.
you got to see Edmonton. You got to do this. You got to do that. He wanted to drive from here all the way across to Montana,
Hmm.
get a Amtrak there to Edmonton, and then get on a
Yeah.
Canadian train.
Actually, the Amtrak train does not go to Edmonton. It goes to Calgary and it stops. You would have to take the bus to Edmonton to take the
He
Alaska
mentioned
train.
a bus.
Yeah.
I might have got the wording wrong, but
Yeah.
he did mention you have to get off and take a bus
Hmm.
to a certain spot.
Yeah. I know it's a pain in the butt, but train. There's two
Did you
major
just
train
say?
companies.
Did you just say pain in the bus?
Yeah, it's a pain in the bus.
I'm messing with you.
Um, there's two major train companies here, and we used to have. They used to both have passenger routes. They don't have it anymore, so they just made one, and that's called Via Rail. And Via Rail is run by CN Rail. A Canadian Pacific Railway used to have airplanes. They used to have. There was a really big company at one point, and they had their own train line also. Um, in the 70s, traveling with a train was still commonplace, but as soon as it hit the major 80s, when people could fly, the train, no one wanted to take the train anymore.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, I love the train system, especially in Germany.
um, you know where I really like it? I like it. I like the Amtrak line going from Dallas, Texas to Los Angeles. Is a cool double decker train line,
Oh, wow, that'd be nice.
and it's always completely empty, and it's cheap. It's $195 per person.
Really?
Yeah,
That's decent.
yeah.
Now, I've taken Amtrak, and I love Amtrak too, of course. But I wish it was. We see Germany's a lot smaller. That's why they got
Hmm.
that system. You know, it's kind of hard, but we're too big.
Yeah.
But I've taken a Amtrak um, probably 10 times in my life over the years. I was supposed to take it on the cruise when I went on the cruise back in October. I was supposed to go from Savannah, Georgia, all the way to Miami. It was round trip for $120, and and then somehow there was a break in the line or something, construction, and they called to cancel the day before. So we ended up driving.
You want to, yeah, when I was 13 years old, I took a train by myself from Vancouver all the way to the other side of Canada to Halifax, Nova Scotia, by myself when I was 13 years old because my mom was in Halifax.
Oh boy!
Yeah, I did that when I was 13. And what's funny is the last leg of the trip, I met a man who took the last train in Newfoundland because it was a different gauge. It was a smaller gauge. I thought it was very interesting.
You remember that
And
song, "Last Train Out of My Heart"? She took the last train
train out of my heart.
out of my heart. That's what made me think of that.
Yeah, so Canada is pretty diverse. I mean, like if you had questions about Canada, you could ask me about anything, but
That's awesome.
it's different in every
Speak,
province. It's different. Go ahead.
Speaking of Canada, Luther,
Hmm.
one time I took I bought a flight out of Toronto.
Okay.
I kid you not, $293 round trip out of Toronto.
Really?
But I had to get to Toronto, so I flew from Orlando to a friend's house, and I just lost it. I just lost it. Where he lives starts with S. Oh my god, Saginaw. Saginaw. Okay, and then flew or took off to Flint. My friend from Saginaw, he picked me up, and then we drove to Toronto about 3 hours.
Okay.
And but it was cool because I'd never been to Canada, so I was like, man, let's do it. And we remember going to the bridge and everything. And
Okay. Yeah, you took the Detroit Bridge over to Windsor, and then you probably
exactly.
drove to. Yeah, you drove over to London, Ontario, and then you probably drove close to Toronto.
You know your stuff. That's exactly where
Listen,
it went.
I know this country is humongous, and I know every square foot of it.
That's awesome.
I can take you to the Canadian desert, and people don't know about it. It is the least populated area in all of Canada. Is our
I didn't even know
Canadian.
Canada had a desert.
It does. It's actually I think it's close to 10,000 hectares of sand in northern Saskatchewan. You can see it on the map if you put it Google Maps up.
Oh,
I've been there. I've been to Alberta, where you can see the dinosaur pits. You can actually pull fossils out of the ground.
really?
I've actually held a dinosaur's um, femur in my hands. What I found amazing, and it was a real
That's
dinosaur.
crazy.
Yeah, and you could pull them out of the sand. They're all lying all over the place, and that's also like a desert. Um, I've been to the coldest places. I've seen polar bears. Um, Churchill, Manitoba, that's in our province here. Every year between, I think it's between September and October, the ice sheet gets back onto the ice, and the polar bears go back onto the ice, go hunting for seals. So,
Oh wow. Now is
yeah.
that okay? I got this up. It's called a pocket desert. Is that where?
Yeah, it should be. I can't see it from there, but yeah, it's in the province of Saskatchewan. Yeah, it's up there, way up there, Pocket Desert, top of the map.
Okay, so Saskatchewan, that's above Montana, right? Is that right?
Um, Saskatchewan is above Montana and
There it is.
North Dakota.
Yes, yes, that's right.
And you
Okay,
go right to the top, you'll see the Northwest Territories in Nunavut. There's it looks like a
got it.
piece of sand, and that's where
Yeah.
the desert is.
Oh, no kidding. I
Yeah.
I never heard of a desert in Canada. Never,
Mhm.
never have. That's awesome.
It's actually a phenomenon from the Ice Age. Believe it or not, the sand from that spot is the same sand in the Saudi Arabian desert.
Wow, crazy, isn't it?
So
I
they
bet
think
that
it,
I
you
bet
know,
that Great Bear Lake is cold.
um, actually depends what lake you go to. We have over 100,000 lakes in our province alone.
This is a Great Bear Lake. It
Okay,
looks
yeah,
like
I know. Yeah, it's cold.
wow, and it's right there. Wow, Victoria Island. Have you ever been there?
Yes.
Wow, what's there?
Victoria Island is next to British Columbia. Well, it is British Columbia. It's the capital of the province. So Victoria Island is pretty much the capital of British Columbia.
Oh wow. Oh, I
Yeah.
see buildings. Very few, but I see buildings.
Yeah. So every province, just like every state, like the capital in, there's a main capital, Washington D.C., but every state has a capital city. That would be the
Right.
capital city of British Columbia.
Hey, Kenneth, you doing okay, buddy?
Yeah, just about to fall asleep.
Okay. Hey, if you got to go, I totally understand. I'm not going to be here much longer anyway. But
It's about
cool,
20
Daniel.
to, it's 20 to 2 in the morning.
It is. Ooh, it is. German translation is amazing. I agree. Oh,
There,
John. Oh, look, even John says Kenneth is look a little tired. I'm not the only one.
Canada
I,
has the
Guilty.
most. Okay. Canada has one of the strangest things. You were talking about Victoria Island in Nunavut. It's actually the second Victoria Island. So we have two.
Oh, really?
So Victoria Island in the far north, and then there's Victoria Island in British Columbia. Victoria Island is known to have. You're on an island in the far north. You can actually visit an island on an island on an island.
Wow. An
That's the
island. Wait a minute. Wait. Say it again.
okay.
An island.
You're on an island
Okay.
in the first place, but you can visit to another lake that has an island,
Okay.
and that lake has an island.
Wow. That's pretty neat.
And I've never been up there because there's no roads going up there.
Wow. I bet you get some fish in there. Oh my goodness. That's how loaded.
Actually, the best fishing would be near my place. It borders Manitoba and Ontario. it's called Kenora is the city, Kenora. And you would have
Hey,
I'm
Ellsworth
just trying to remember
Crawl.
the state. Minnesota would be below it.
Hey, welcome in, Ellsworth Carl. Ellsworth Carl, how are you today? Welcome in. First time here?
No, they've been here before.
Have they?
That's Lacey. He's the one that's got them special needs daughters.
Oh yes. I'm sorry. Okay. I met so many people. Please forgive me.
Lacey, Sarah, and I can't remember the other two.
Wow. Okay. Thanks for keeping me straight, Kenneth.
You can look up Lake of the Woods in Ontario, and it's the best fishing hotspot in the world.
Wow.
So you can catch muskie. We call them pickerel. You guys call them walleye. And pretty much.
I can't believe you spent almost 3 years subbing fishing.
Sorry to hear that about Lacey.
That's a crime. Oh, yeah. Sorry to hear that, Ellsworth. Wow. We'll be praying for her. Sorry, I've been here.
Chelsea, Brooke, Sarah, and Lacey. Okay. Yeah.
No, we understand, Hildy. You know, we do understand. Absolutely. Yeah, but we're glad you're here, though. We're definitely glad you're here. Chelsea, Brooke, Sarah, and Lacey. Wow. Yeah.
If you want me to, Darren, I can draw you up a map, road map, and I will put all the hot spots you can visit where if you want to travel through Canada.
I would love it. I don't want to put a big burden on you, but I would love to see something like that. You know.
Well, you want to see the sights also, so you just don't want to do all the driving. You want to stop once in a while and take a look. You know.
Yeah. That'd be neat to do a family trip. You know, my wife and kids and.
Hey, Radio Jonesy.
Rio Jonesie's here. All right. All the way from Tasmania. So we got Tasmania, we got Canada, and the U.S. See, it's just a bump in the road, Kenny. Lacey's all smiles when you said her name. Oh, look at there, Kenneth. That's awesome. That is cool. Glad she's smiling.
I can't wait to dig into some of that.
Hey, John.
I can't wait to dig into some of that pumpkin bread they're sending.
Ooh, man. Hey, that stuff that I got from your church that time, Kenneth, guess what it did?
Made your tongue slap.
It did my tongue slap my brain.
Well, I will say this. Lacey and them, they made 9 loaves of pumpkin bread for the Friendsgiving thing that's happening on Sunday. And for the workers and stuff.
Right.
Which that makes 14.5 pounds of pumpkin bread.
Oh my goodness!
And it's supposed to be at Kicking It Country's house sometime today.
Wow, that's good stuff. So they've been taking good care of you.
Who, Kicking It Country?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very welcome, Ellsworth. And I wrote that down too.
Yeah, it's never a dull moment at their house.
I bet, especially those boys.
Yeah.
Oh, look here, Lothar.
Yep.
From YouTube, around Canada, Chroma Cat Lady. Even. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely want to get out and explore that area for sure.
Hey, Amy.
But I must have my spaghetti ice. Yeah.
You know, spaghetti ice will make your tongue slap your brain.
Slap your brain. Oh, Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth, tell Lothar about the German restaurant I took you to in Aruba.
Oh, that German restaurant?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the only one. Everybody else is in bed.
Oh, really?
Mike has been the Adventures of Travel.
Oh,
Mike,
he didn't hear you, Logan.
the
He
Adventures
asked
of
you, he asked you how the food was in Aruba at
Oh,
the Aruba German restaurant.
yeah, it was definitely a 10. I had some good old liver soup. Mm-mm-mm.
You can have it.
Radio Jonesy, my buddy.
Good day.
Good day, mate.
Guten Morgen.
Oh,
Hang on, I've got some.
So what's the temperature down there?
Here?
No, in
Today?
Australia, yeah. In Tasmania.
Yeah, I'm in the coldest section of Tasmania. 16 degrees Celsius at 5:45 p.m. It's Saturday evening here.
Okay, you know what? You want to be shocked how cold it is here? It is so cold, it is minus 20 Celsius.
Oh man,
that's cold.
I chased coyotes away from the parking lot, and I had a sweater on. I came in, I was like, okay, I'm a little cold.
Now, Josie, is it okay? Where you're at, you're way on the other side now, like in Melbourne or in Queensland.
Yeah,
is it like
we're
summer?
below
Is it summer there now?
Yeah, it's the third day of summer. Yep, it's awesome. Went down the beach yesterday. Yeah, and today the lifesavers work now here. Today's their first day out on the beach, and yeah, it's good. It's best time of year for
What
us.
is the coldest? What is the coldest you've ever had where you are?
Oh, it snowed. Probably, I don't know.
-1, -2.
Yeah, something a bit. Yeah,
Celsius.
That'll be the extreme. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
but nothing like my temperatures. It's supposed to get down this week. I believe it or not, it's supposed to go down to -40.
Yeah, man. I was in Lincoln, Nebraska.
That is Fahrenheit and Celsius, people. Next week.
Wow.
I was in Lincoln, Nebraska in 2020, and everything was frozen in winter. Like it was January, and every river, every pond, every bit of water was just ice. So yeah, I hear you.
You should see when we go ice fishing. When we go ice fishing, you got to go through sometimes through 4 to 5 feet of ice.
I believe they did, Daniel.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So how's radio life in Australia?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've I've basically retired, so I've got a couple of shows that I sell out. So I just sit in this little room and do a couple of shows a week, and it's enjoyable. I've been watching the World Cup and all the the football, or the real football, or whatever you want to call Americans call it, the soccer, But
our German friends call it American rugby. That's what they call it.
What, soccer?
No, American football. They call it American rugby.
They have American football in Germany, though. They're really good.
Yeah, as they were in Munich, 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
Yeah,
and they're calling for more of that.
Yeah, they play it they play it amateur. There's amateur American football in Sydney, so they actually
we have Canadian football. It's called the CFL. Our field is bigger and our balls are bigger too.
Okay, I won't go any further.
Well, it's true. Look it up.
Oh my goodness. No, I've been away really. I've took a bit of time off the social media for a while. I've started enjoying making videos with the audio, so now I play with a different camera that I've got, and so I'm just having a bit of fun capturing waves and sounds and birds, and just random, like relaxing stuff. I think I'm getting old. I used to be out in used to be out in the bands, going at midnight.
Right.
And now I'm sitting at the beach at 5:30 in the morning watching the sun come up.
Big
Are you
difference.
are you the type of person who went to a certain band called Akadeka?
Oh, mate, hang on.
Oh boy, you struck it.
No, there you go. AC/DC on his wall.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Hey, look at this.
Oh yeah, right.
I think he's thunderstruck. I think he's thunderstruck.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I seen them in about 76, 77, 78
Oh wow.
when they were still fresh, like a pub band in Sydney, and I was underage, and my brother was taking me out with him, and he was saying, "Come on, we'll go see this cool band," and it was just awesome. I was won over, like that powerful. It was like rock.
Completely different energy. Completely different energy. Because you have to understand, before that band ever came out, music was actually segregated on the radio still, especially in New Zealand and Australia. Even in Canada, certain bands weren't even allowed on the radio. When they took the sound waves, they destroyed everything.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was a very cool place to be. I tell you, I could talk music all day, but I don't want to take over your stream.
Oh, I love music.
Oh man, it's music is life for me. It's part of my life every day. There's that's just what I've enjoyed all my life. But hey, Kenny, I've seen a few of those videos of that cruise, mate. It looks like you had a great time.
I did, brother. If I had the opportunity to cruise again, I definitely would.
That's awesome, mate. No, it looked good, and it was just a pleasure to see you out there having some fun.
Yeah,
I've only ever seen you in the studio or in your house like this talking, and then to see you out and about was enjoyable for me to watch. To see you having a good time.
I'm trying to get.
I'll tell you what, Jonesy, that was something to be proud. I was on the same cruise with Kenneth, and we met each other 4 times now. Is it 4 times?
I think it's been about 4 or 5 different times now. I think
at least when Helen, Georgia, where we had the meetups and stuff, and went on that cruise, and to see his face when he was looking at the ocean, and then and one of my favorites, well, besides that, was sitting in a German restaurant in Aruba, of all places, Aruba, a German restaurant, and nice view, and that's cool. Look at there.
No, I'm playing with this other camera.
Yeah. What type of camera is that?
Zoom Q8.
Zoom Q8.
So it's for audio. Hang on,
I'm trying to get Kenneth to outer space. I'm calling Elon Musk as we speak, and I'm posting it on there so Kenneth can go to outer space with Elon Musk's rocket.
Maybe you could tweet him.
Yeah, I'll do that. You want to go to space, Kenneth?
No, not hardly.
Yeah. You'll pass on that. There's Q. Oh, wow. That's no joke.
Yeah, it's for music basically. It's got the XY stereo recorders for audio.
What? That is awesome.
It's what I use for music, but I only just discovered today I should be using it as a webcam from a friend of mine. He done a live stream. He just bought one, and he was going over it, and I just Anyway, it's a great device. You can plug in microphones in the back. You can have. It's got a mixing studio. It's just one cool little piece of equipment.
Can you put sound cards in them?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? How do your plugs look like out there? Like your outlets when you plug stuff into them?
Outlets?
Yeah.
There you go, down on the ground.
Yeah, they got funny looking plugs.
Are they like us?
Like a smiley face.
but kind of different.
What's that? What's that scary video? Scream. There you go. Like
Screen,
Scream.
yeah. You got screen plugs.
Yeah, that's a mess down there. But anyway.
Okay, guys, I gotta take off. I gotta work tomorrow. It was nice.
Oh, hey, thanks for being here, sir.
Oh, no problem.
You come up anytime.
No problem. I wish you all a safe weekend and have a nice drive. And I wish everyone in the chat room. See you later. Good night.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Good morning. We'll talk to you all later.
Have a good night.
Good
Have
night.
a good one.
Bye-bye.
Good deal. So, Jonesy, any plans coming to America?
Well, nothing's locked in, but we've been talking to a couple of bands about wanting to go. So we're just deciding whether we want to go on a promotional video. Like, there's a band who wants to promote stuff, so we might go over and do some radio interviews and some promotional stuff. You don't take the band; you just take one guy, and you do a bit of a run, and you book a. So we might do that with one. I've been talking to one guy who runs a band who wants to do it. So if we do that, I'll be incorporating visiting people on the rounds, since I've met a lot of people.
Wow, that's cool.
Through YouTube. Yeah, but if we take a band, it'll be a lot better, more fun.
Well, know this. You got a place to stay if you're here. So you're in this area. There's no hotels where I'm at, so you're welcome to stay.
Well, appreciate that, my friend.
Absolutely.
I remember playing German soccer team once when I was younger. It was rough.
Oh, I bet, Daniel.
Wait till you play in
Like
Australia.
soccer? Oh, how was a German restaurant in Aruba? Oh, it was man, it was really good. I do have a video on that, John. 3 videos ago, my cousin and I, and then Kenneth, we were all at this German restaurant, and the owners are German, and I had a small little interview with the owner of the restaurant, and they've been there about 12 years. And about 15 years ago, they started visiting Aruba. Oh, this is nice. And they says, hey, let's open up a German restaurant in Aruba, because they visited there so much. And they did. And it's called the Bavaria. And the food, you would think you're in Germany, Josie. I mean, it's like, oh my goodness. It's like, let me look out the window. Okay, I see the ocean, but I'm in Germany. So it was really, really good.
It's funny when you tour places, like you go into Memphis and you go to Germantown. Like, have you been into Germantown in Memphis?
I've been to Memphis, but I didn't know there was a Germantown.
Yeah. Just, I can't even get my directions right. But
I was walking in Memphis.
Yeah. Well, we were in Beale Street, but it's way out of Beale Street. It's a really nice area. Beautiful houses, and you can see why it was called Germantown. Like, it was settled by that area from a few German families, and picked up the name Germantown. And yeah, it's got the flavor there. It's got the
Really?
Yeah. You should check it out or Google it, find it, because we were there. We were with an Uber driver, and he said, have you been, why, he basically said, why are you staying here where we stayed? And we said, because this is where we got Airbnb, big 5-bedroom house. And he said, you should be at Germantown. It's a beautiful place. And that's how we discovered it.
Wow. And I gotta remember that. I was there, I love my football, and my streak of not missing a game, home or away, for college football was 9 years, being in the stadium, not TV, being in the stadium in person, home or away.
That's
and right, and college football, and
yeah.
But I met my wife. She's a lot prettier than the football, so I still go to my away games, but but 9 years was my streak. But anyways, I would go, and we would stay in Memphis and go down Bill Street, eat barbecue, all that good stuff.
we seen a basketball game while we were at Memphis. The Memphis Grizzlies
Grizzlies,
versus
yeah.
versus man, I forget, but they got beat. But we were in there cheering. We were carrying on like a few little Australians, like going Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. When a ball like they scored it, they were getting flogged. They were about 24 points behind all game, and it was sort of down. And then every time Memphis scored, one guy yelled out Aussie, 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 which is a thing Australians do to get a response, and then someone will go oi, 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 or yeah, yeah, yeah. And so
Right.
we're in the crowd, and one guy yelled out Aussie, 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 and then you hear oi, 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 like someone in
Oh,
the
wow.
distance. And then we started, 4 or 5 of us were doing it, and the locals were looking at us strange, but we had a bit of fun.
Yeah, that's the end of the game. Having fun.
Oh, man, bunch of Australians in Memphis running around with a few sherbets. It was good fun.
Yeah, I gotta. What's that? The old saying? Paint the town red.
Yeah, well, we weren't that crazy because we knew we had to behave ourselves, but
Oh yeah.
it was fun times, I tell you.
Now,
It was
who was? I'm looking at that poster behind you. Storm Cellar.
yeah, that's
Is that
the band we were touring. Yeah, they're the band we were touring with.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've got 11 or 12 albums, so there's plenty of music to be heard. Wonderful bunch of guys, fabulous band. They've had music played on movie scores and all sorts of things. They write music for the National Wrestling Association here, so they've got a song that's like you wouldn't. Wrestling's not as big here as it is in America, but when the King comes out, they got a song called "The King Is Back," and it's like it's lovely to hear it live in an auditorium where people don't even know the band; they just hear the song and they're all jumping around, sort of "The King is back," yeah, and then
Right.
you're sitting with the guys who wrote the song, and they're just smiling, going, "Look at these guys; they love this song. I wish they'd buy
Yeah.
it."
That's awesome.
Oh no, it's
Can he asleep? He's wide awake. As a matter of fact, John, here's that. Thank you, Kenneth.
You
Kenneth
love
posted a video that Aruba German restaurant, and looks like Hildy saw that video. Cool. But John, there you go. And anybody else hadn't seen it, there's the video link, and
yeah.
is when we were on the cruise and the German restaurant. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
So, and I heard all about the frogs, Lenny.
The frogs.
The frogs' legs.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
You can't,
You got the snails. What
yeah, that's
escargot.
Kenneth. Again,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
not see this guy right here. No, sir.
No.
I'll pass on that. I'll eat some lobster. I'll eat some crab legs. Escargot. Uh-uh.
Oh.
No.
Oh, escargot is yummy. I
Oh,
loved it.
I never get.
I
You
loved
spoke
it.
too soon, Daniel. I never heard Kenneth so quiet.
I loved it when I tried it at the chef's table.
Was that your first time trying it, Kenneth?
Yeah, it's my first time ever trying it.
Ugh. And would you eat it again?
Yeah, I would.
You would? How about you, Johnny?
No chance. Frog. I even struggle with. I've eaten crocodile and emu and just strange sort of foods, but yeah, I think I draw the line at snails. I don't know why. It's just got that. I got a garden at the back, and I the little buggers are everywhere, attacking my seedlings.
It's a snelly situation.
And how's life been, Darian? What's been going on?
Pretty
I've sort of
good,
been
pretty
away
good. Thank you. We've been just dealing with, staying busy with the family. My daughter's got to be somewhere. My son's got to be somewhere. You know, I got to be somewhere. My wife's got to be somewhere. We all got to be somewhere. It's like, what in the world? But
And it's that time
tomorrow
of
morning
year
I got to
that
be somewhere.
everyone comes
I
together
know
at
that
this time of
video
year.
was hilarious,
Right.
Cruise Vet.
Absolutely.
So any plans? Any plans for Christmas? Yeah, just at home.
Yeah,
Any
home.
travel?
I go down to see my mom. You know, we I'm from Florida, you know, originally, but but we're gonna do that. We're gonna be here in my mom's house in Florida. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just family time. I love family. You know, family is
Life's about. Yeah.
yeah, yes. And to me, family, yeah, you got blood, all right. Then you got folks that are friends that are family. And to me, if you're a friend of mine, you're family. So that's how I roll. I'm glad we're friends. Kenneth, you know, right there. Like I said, if you're friends, you're family. That's how I roll. How about you? What about how's life with you?
Yeah. Well, we were planning. I've got my eldest daughter, my grandson, and my youngest daughter all on the mainland, and we were planning on heading heading across. And we bought our ticket for the. You can either fly out because we're on an island. You can either fly out or catch the ferry. And I prefer the ferry because then you don't have to hire a car and you've got. So we booked the ferry across and we thought, oh, we got a pretty reasonable price because it's Christmas and it's busy. And then we're booking our travels itinerary. And then I said, oh, we better check what's the best day to come home. And then we looked and there's no ferries to come back for about 6 weeks. It's completely booked out. So if we took our car across, we weren't bringing it. We could have got back, but the car would have had to stay there.
Oh
So
boy,
we just planned we're going to have a late January get together. Like Australia Day is the 26th of January, so we're going to sort of plan a later like a Christmas gathering, but around Australia Day. You know.
is that sort of like our Fourth of July? Is that Australia
Yeah.
Day?
Uh-huh. Sure
That's
is.
cool.
Big fireworks, Sydney Harbour. You know, uh, everyone carries on like a few, you know, like a few drinks, and they go down the beach, and yeah, you'll see lots of stuff that happens. There's ferry boat race. Like every community does something special. So
That's cool. I'm really
yeah,
looking forward to going to Australia. I got plans in actually less a year, I guess. I want to go. I put it in my mind. I'm going to go. You know my friends are down under cruisers, Sean and
yeah,
Alana.
sure. Come on, yeah.
Yeah, good folks, good folks. Yeah, you know, so I'm going to go and I'm going to go all over the place. I'm going to go where you're at. I'm going to go to Melbourne. I'm going to go to
Oh, yeah.
Brisbane. You know, I want to go to all those places. But I'm really
Well,
looking for.
we've got four. There's 4 bedrooms, and only 2 of them get used.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mate. So you're welcome if you ever
Hey,
come sing out.
hey, that's awesome. I appreciate that, and definitely likewise here for sure. Hildy says you can have all the frog legs and snails you want.
What
You know,
if you did come? When would you come? Would you come in your winter, or would you come in your summer?
probably my winter to go to summer.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably yeah, because I know down on the cruisers, Sean and Lana, they're talking about a cruise like a cruise on New Year's Day, like a New Year's cruise. Oh my
yeah.
goodness! Speaking of, look, oh, Sean,
Hey, Sean,
just
on
talking.
the Down Under Cruisers.
What?
Hey, Nick B.
How's it going? We were just talking about them. Spaghetti ice, absolutely. Good day, Jonesy.
G'day, mate.
Now, are you in the same time zone as Sean?
Yeah, yeah. We're just across the water, so he's the closest part of the mainland to where we are.
So
Like
it's
we're
six
at the
ten
top.
p.m. 6:10 p.m.
That's correct.
Wow.
Where's my watch? How good. Yeah, so we're in the future. Always remember that. We're in the future.
That's right. That's right. Can you tell me who won the game tomorrow?
Australia. They're playing tomorrow against Argentina.
Oh, wow. East Liebe Deutschland. Nick P's here. How's it going, Nick? Tasmania. Look at there.
That's the shape of the island.
Wow.
And the South Pole is down this way.
Is that where you're at?
And Melbourne is this way.
Okay.
And we're sort of up here. So we're closer to Melbourne. But it's about a 4-hour drive from, say, here to there.
Wow.
So it's
nice.
Good night, Hilda.
Hilda's leaving?
Yeah, she says I'm going to tell everybody good night because it's a little after midnight for me. So I'm going to bed. Have a great.
Kenneth, it's 2:11.
And have
you're reading that. I thought you were saying that.
Hey, Kenneth, I'm going to bring me a little pet out now. You ready to see me little pet that I've got? My little Tasmanian devil.
Really?
Ah, there he is. Ooh, man, I bet he's ooh.
He's just walking across the screen. he can come back.
I bet them things are mean.
They're angry little ants. Yes, they can be.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not a bad postcard, is it?
No, oh, that's a postcard. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Visit Tasmania. Yeah, visit Tasmania.
Come in for a bite.
Yeah, they make a weird noise too.
They don't call Tasmania the Apple Isle for nothing. Is that the nickname?
Island. Yes, the Apple Island, but it's the hidden jewel. You know, it is.
Hey, Nick P, I'm in what they call the Tennessee borderline.
Nice there. Look at that.
I'm in.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man, it's a hidden jewel. It's
I'm in Tennessee state line. I'm in the Virginia and I'm on the Tennessee line. They call it. They basically call it Sneedville. Is what they call this.
Oh, we have a guest coming up. A very, very awesome guest. I'll say that. If you're ready, touch your nose 3 times.
Spaghetti ice.
So, does someone say spaghetti ice?
I did.
So good.
You got to come down here and get some.
Hey, I'm like I said, I'm coming. So I don't know what it is. I was talking about you, then all of a sudden you popped up in my chat. That was awesome.
I gotta get smaller. I gotta get smaller. Hang on, I gotta go.
Look up.
That'll do. That's as good as I'm gonna get.
There he is. Oh my
How's
goodness.
Tassie today, Jonesy?
Quite pleasant, as you can see. I'm in a t-shirt.
Yeah, what you got?
Right now it's 16 apparently, according to the computer. Yeah, lifesavers.
We had 27 today.
Yeah, I've seen that. We were probably about 22 in the midday, I'd reckon.
Good day, Alana.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, Mr. Kenny, have you seen your mates?
Well, everybody's in bed right now, but me. I'm about the only one not in bed yet.
No way. How much sleep do you average a night? How much sleep do you get now since you've been at Scott's house?
It varies from time to time.
More than usual, right?
sometimes I may fall asleep before Ron Darrell comes on. I'll sleep till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but then I still get up before they do because they sleep all day. They sleep from about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning till like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So
Where's the root, Jonesy?
I'm just getting the camera set up just in case one comes. And
Wow.
we'll just get ready for it.
Yeah.
Just
I
in
got to get
case.
to Aussie land. I got to.
Yeah. I'm starting to get, once I realized I can use that camera, I got to get a longer lead. And then I'll, every night there's about 6 or 7 come in the yard. Maybe some days there's 12, but it's, yeah, there used to be no real grass up in the hill. I live on a bit of a hill, but now I've been here for about a year now, and I've got some lawn growing in a few places, and they don't have to come down here where the grass is. They can have a feed up the top. So every now and again, every night there's a couple down here that I see their reminders every day. So when I wake up, I know they've been here overnight. But,
And then you've got to clean up those reminders, right?
good fertilizer, mate. It's really good for the garden, apparently.
Right.
Good for the compost heap. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
well.
I have a question. So I have 2 Australian men right here. I've been seeing a lot of videos where kangaroos come up to people and start punching them. I mean, is that true?
Not really.
Depends on which video you're watching.
Yeah.
Right.
What they're actually doing, mate, is their self-defense is to balance on their tail or balance on their back legs, and then they lunge at you with they got 3 claws like that. So when they're sort of bouncing up and down, like they look like they're ready to box, they're actually getting ready to lunge a leg at you, and the legs are the things that will do the damage. Their idea is to claw you down the stomach.
Ooh.
That's their mission, is to get away, and they'll claw at you with their legs. So that's what they're doing. But if you're quick enough and you know they haven't balanced, like you'll know when they're going to lunge at you because they overbalance backwards. But when they're sort of just getting ready, that's when you see the smart people doing the videos go, try to clip them,
Right.
But they're dangerous animals.
Yeah, I saw one guy punch him. He just came up and punched him, and the kangaroo looked at him like, "What?" And then he turned around, looked around, and then hopped away. I was like, "My goodness!"
They're not real smart animals. I can tell you that for a fact. They got a brain as big as as big as my little pinky.
So,
like
so here's a good question: are there any kangaroos in Tasmania?
Oh yeah.
Well, Jonesy lives there, and he takes photos of them. So, yep.
You see I got some videos on my page with them in my backyard with the joeys in their pouch. So
Joeys,
springtime.
Yeah.
It's springtime right now, so they come. Like with any luck, we'll get one to. Well, with any luck,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's all right. But if we're lucky, one might pop in before you finish.
Hey, there you go. Is Alana sitting in that chair next to you?
No, she's actually in the lounge room.
Oh, is she?
no, I don't have a disco going behind me. I don't think.
There's a Heidelberg and
That's actually
Melbourne?
Yes.
That's actually Christmas lights and Christmas trees and stuff like that.
yeah.
Heidelberg was the old Olympic Village here in Melbourne.
Oh, really?
1956, it was the Olympic Village.
Now, are there any German restaurants in your area? Like Aruba, they have that German restaurant. Do they have one in?
There are some German restaurants, and they are they're run by. Well, there is a German community around, but nothing like you would be expecting. I mean, the spaghetti ice is nice.
Most definitely. Most definitely. How about Tasmania? Any German restaurants around you?
Mate, I can't say. I'd have to Google it. I haven't really seen any. Mainly around here, it's mainly like
I mean,
Chinese, Korean.
oh yeah.
There's, then you got there's. I, I'd have to have a look, mate. But no, I haven't seen any in the last 12 months anyway. But I haven't really been looking.
No, I haven't
You
been
never
looking either.
Yeah, it's not somewhere where
I'm
the
just
average
looking at
festival.
food.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's like usually the daughter will say, "Hey, let's go here tonight, or let's go there tonight," and if she says that, that means she's paying. So we all go, "Oh, no worries, let's go." So,
You got a well trained.
well, she lives. Yeah, well, that's a board. She doesn't pay nothing else. She looks after us, but no, it's pretty good. And I was really seriously trying to look at that cruise, Sean, too, the one for 3 nights, whatever it is, the one
Yep.
from Melbourne to Sydney. So
Yep.
I'll be keen for that, I think.
Come on board. Be good to
Yeah.
meet you and the missus.
Yeah, for sure. Like we haven't really done a proper. You right, Kenny? Need some water?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the doctor Monday and see if I can't get some strong antibiotics.
He's choking on those snails he was eating.
No, actually, I actually had this same cough just a few days, I think, before I went on the cruise.
Wow.
And then when I went on that cruise, it just seemed like it just turned it into worse. So I don't know. And
You've been having a time with that.
I've had the McNasty. I tested positive. I took three different McNasty tests, and every one of them was positive. Now finally, I got over that, and I turned. I had tested again the other day, and it was negative. So I don't know what to do with.
Well, in the right direction.
Yeah. And I've tried everything out there on the market there is to try, and there ain't nothing that's helping.
Now, I need to interrupt for just 1 second, and I got to talk to Tim from Time for Exploring.
Sure.
Tim,
He's here. Hey, Tim.
You might have given me the toy, but I'm telling you what, in the translation, it's gotten lost. I haven't got it. I don't know where it is. And no matter how much I throw, he won't duck.
Duck.
Yeah. Down under cruises.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting there, duck, duck, goose. Moin, moin, Jorg.
Hey, Anka. Hey, Jorg. Hey,
Anka's here
Anka.
too?
The answer to your question about Dad, he is doing some better than he was. They extended his physical therapy and occupational therapy 14 more days. So looking like
Cool.
he may get out somewhere around Christmas time, maybe first part of New Year's, but
Awesome.
just we'll have to wait and see.
Well, it's good to see progress. We're seeing progress.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, he's been doing everything they tell him to do, so they've been really pleased with his progress, especially from when he first started coming in there. So he's made some improvements.
That's awesome. We're gonna make some progress too next week. When we get started and get the ball rolling.
Yep.
It's already rolling. I can't believe, Sean, and everybody, how much money was raised in that short amount of time.
I can't believe it either.
It's
I'm just totally amazed.
Yeah, just blow my. By the way, not saying subject, but very nice meeting your folks today.
Yeah, I'm partial to them.
I think so. I think so. They're a very nice couple. They're young.
Yep,
That's awesome.
yep.
No, I must have missed that live today. Was it? That was your lunchtime live?
Yeah, we've gone now to 2 o'clock because um, they've lost their daylight saving and we've gone into daylight saving. So now it's at 2 o'clock.
Okay, yep. Oh well, I'll
So
have a look at the replay, mate. I'll check that
good
out
on you.
tonight. That'll give me
Hey,
something to
Good
look
on
Yori,
you.
at.
that's a great question. I'm gonna check that out because we'll be right there in 2024. So Europa Meisterschaft. There's a big we would say soccer, football.
That's it.
Tournament. That's something. I'm organizing a group trip in 2024 to Germany, and 5 people already signed up. So and the
Awesome.
limits, yeah, the limit's 10. So one or two things. If it gets more than 10, we can make it. But we're renting vans, so I would have to get a volunteer driver to drive the other van. And what we're doing,
Um,
we're just splitting the cost of the van and the fuel. Everybody pays their share. You got 10 people splitting the car. That's next to nothing. So so, but filling up one van, we got 5 slots left.
Is it?
I
Is it
must
left?
confess that you wouldn't want me to drive everybody was complaining about my driving in Bonaire, as you know.
Being on the wrong side.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
correct
it takes
side for me.
takes a
Oh
bit of getting used to, doesn't it?
wow! I never drove on
Thanks,
the other
Daniel.
side.
Just takes a little bit of getting used to turning when you're driving a left-hand drive, turning just left into left and turning right when you're used
Yeah,
to sitting in the right-hand side and you want to turn
but
left, you click it.
Jonesy, they do this crazy thing where if the traffic light is red, you can turn right on the red. I mean,
Sounds like
Yes.
Melbourne.
serious.
Sounds like
We don't do
Melbourne.
that in Melbourne.
You
Yeah.
got to turn right from the far left lane, driving
Yeah,
down with
yeah
the
but,
trams
but
are.
but 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 wait a minute. We're following the traffic lights, right?
Yeah, yeah, I suppose. But that's the crazy thing in Melbourne. I couldn't get my head around where you got to turn right. You got to go to the far edge on the left, and then give way to the people coming, and then you got to cut in front of them, cut across the tram, and then cut across the other.
But it
It
actually
was
makes sense if you think about it, because when you actually do make that right-hand turn, you are no longer part of the through traffic. You are now part of the traffic where the lights are green. So as you make that right-hand turn, you're now part of that traffic. So it actually makes sense.
It probably does, but when you're not used to it, it's a bit. You know what I did? I just went left, and went across. I went around the block the other way instead of doing the right. I just went down to the next block, turn left, turn left, turn left, and then went across.
Straight
I thought,
across.
Yeah.
you know,
But at least in Melbourne, you can do 3 left-hand turns and get back to where you started. Try to do that in Sydney.
that's it. Yeah, alleyways, laneways. Yeah,
Now, have both of y'all ever driven a car with the correct side?
Yeah.
with the yeah, but yeah, I've driven in America. If that's the question you're asking.
Right, right. I know Sean says ours is the correct side.
Excuse
So,
me. Yeah,
what?
I drove my cousin's car while I was there.
Oh, okay. So, how does that feel to you coming here driving the other way around?
Well, driving here is simple for me, but driving there was a real. I had to think. I had to keep my mind in active so that I knew
Yeah,
what I was doing. It's not just automatic.
takes about 3 days. After about 3 days of it, you're sort of in the zone again, and you're right.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have a little car. We had a one of those presidential GMCs, whatever they are. You know them,
Oh yeah.
the big.
Oh, suburban, or
Yeah. Well, the next
Yukon,
one
or
up, the next one up from a Suburban. You know
oh
the
the
black one. We had a big. It was. I'm a big boy, and it was way bigger than me. We had 7 of us in it. We're driving around like yeah. Oh, we've done some funny stuff in it. I can tell you that. But I think I better stop there.
That's another story.
Well, we're just trying to get them educated, Jones. You just get them driving on the correct side of the road. We won't have any
There we go.
accidents if everybody
There we
drives
go.
correctly.
Now,
Yeah,
I know in
we-
Germany, there's no, you can't turn right on red unless it's properly marked. If it's properly marked, if you know, they say it'd be like a green arrow, not a digital, but like a card sign, then you can turn right. But other than that, you're not permitted to. Here, most places we can unless it says you can't.
Yeah, no such thing as that here. They reckon that we're not intelligent enough to do that kind of stuff.
It's a wild west down here.
Oh, yeah.
Down here, it's everyone's gone back to the 80s. It's very behind the times.
So the Opera House in Melbourne, okay, is that the one with the HB, the blue sign with the HB Opera House? Is it?
Ilana put it up there so she can answer the question.
Okay. Have you ever been there or seen it?
I'm not exactly sure where it is, to be honest. Now, the other guy's name is Jonesy. Tim, please refer to him as Jonesy. And the reason why I'm asking you to do that is because he's a Tasmanian. Well,
we don't have
now
first
he
names.
is.
Yeah, I'm a, what do you call it? An implant.
Yeah,
An
import.
I sold up from Sydney or up that region, and the wife always wanted to retire here, so we she got ill, so we sold up, and we decided to come here early, so we moved down.
Hey, tell me, did the move make a difference?
Oh, it's awesome! Yeah, heaps.
Is she better for it?
Yeah, for sure, 200%. It's awesome, and
wow, 200%.
yeah, man, she's way. It's awesome. It's absolutely been great, and it's good to be being in an area where it's just sort of where you know we only know a couple of people, where you just do your own thing, and you know you're not being constantly people coming over, and when you are sick and you get everyone comes around you and wants to help and and it becomes sort of uncomfortable, if that's the word. But
Yeah.
like down here, we were sort of away from everyone. Like you got to either fly here or get on a boat. It's a big mission to come here. So yeah, no, it's good.
Change is good. Change is good.
Oh, I should have done this 20 years ago. It's absolutely fantastic. You've got so much to do. Like for a small island, there's such diversity. You've got snowfields for winter. You've got we had snow in about 3 weeks ago here, so there's snow here. You've got golden sand beaches, rocky beaches. So much. It's the whole island's built for tourists, so there's so much to do. There's free camping sites. There's caravan parks. There's the high range motels, the low range motels. There's accommodation all around. There's work everywhere. If anyone's looking for work, this is the place to live. Up there, it just gets thrown at you, because I put my hand up to do some work, get some extra income, because the radio game that isn't as good as what it could have been for me. And there's, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? You want to do this? You want to do that? There's just work just keeps getting thrown at me. So it's awesome.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if I was a young bloke, they're advertising for police officers, firemen, motor mechanics, if trainees. They want people to sign up. They got ads on the TV. Like you don't see that in major cities. You really got to fight and scrap to get a position. Down here, they're saying, "Come on, sign up for the local fire brigade."
They're starting to advertise now for coppers now.
They're doing that here big time. Yeah.
Coppers.
Police.
Yeah.
Oh, police. Okay. Coppers. Okay, coppers. Gotcha.
The boys in blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a fun job. It'd be interesting, but it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
a fun job. I wouldn't imagine.
No.
It'd be safer here than in America, I'd reckon.
Yep.
Just quietly.
Yeah, these big cities or even small places now. I mean, you just never know. It's really really bad. You know, I
Oh,
mean, it's not the Wild Wild West yet. But still, I'm always looking around. I'm diligent when I'm walking
yeah.
places.
And
Uh,
when we travel, we take two wallets. So we have our normal wallet and we have our travel wallet. So our travel wallet's got like loose change, $20 in little notes, um, like an old license, an old something else, cards. And when someone, if you like, we did have that situation once where we had to hand over your wallets. Like we were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and we just pulled out the $20 one and went, "Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, on your way, get out of here. This is our town," and off we went. And in the other wallet, we're carrying thousands, because we were traveling, and we just wanted to have cash. And but that's a good little trick. Well, most Australians do when you're in a band and you're traveling. You always carry two wallets. One's got your main stuff in it, and the other one's got your giveaway stuff, if that makes sense.
do you have a lot of pickpockets there in that area, especially in the tourist
No,
area? Or
not here. No, no. Well, it was massive in Memphis when we were in Beale Street. We were there at the International Blues Challenge, and there was big signs up: no panhandling, none of this, none of that, and the local police were everywhere, and they were fantastic. They were, because it was a festival. They were, yeah, how you going, sir? All that sort of stuff, and we're going, yeah, we're, g'day, mate, how you going? Oh, you're Australian, yeah, mate. All the old standards. Is there kangaroos hopping down your street? And you go, of course there are. There are here in my street. I look out that window every morning. I look down to the road. I can see a kangaroo hopping down the street.
wow,
I can physically say it's true. Whereas if you're in the city, well, I am in a city. I'm in the fourth biggest city in Tasmania, and I'm 300 yards from the main shopping district. I'm right in town, but I'm on a hill, which has got a lot of areas for these animals to live. And they're obviously having a great old time here, eating all the gardens, and yeah, it's like rabbits.
What
And
else?
when you see wild
What else
rabbits,
could
or
they eat?
well, they're if you look into them, they're a grass feeding animal. They
Yep.
eat 3 times more grass than a sheep would eat. So if you think of a sheep or a lamb, what he would eat, a kangaroo eats 3 times as much as one. So
wow,
they eat a lot of grass, and they like shortcut grass. So if you cut your lawns really nice, and they don't rip the grass out like a goat would, they trim it. They don't rip it out. They just want to eat the new shoots, the new growth, and they're the best lawnmowers you could ever get. Like let me. There's one just up here actually. He hasn't come down to this level yet. He's on the next level up. I seen him come under the fence. So there's one in the yard I seen, but see, like this magnificent lawn here. This was
there you
dirt when I moved in, and I put some cheap lawn seed down, a bit of dirt over the top, and
go. Cool.
yeah, it's come up really nice. And the local kangaroos seem to love to come down and just trim it. So
It's
with any luck, I'll and fertilize it as well.
It's the fertilizer, but that's the important bit.
Now, so every once in a while, do you see any kangaroos in the town of Melbourne, in the city of Melbourne?
No, it's too big.
Too big?
It's a concrete jungle.
Yep.
Massive.
Oh,
Yep. We're way too big for kangaroos.
Yeah, we're in paradise. Let me just say that.
now what about this? Now you hear about crocodiles in the ocean. Is that true?
Yeah, but it's too cold here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, if you go to
I love the
Queensland,
beach. So.
you can't even like the beauty. Like the creator of all is an amazing person because he's built the best looking coastline up the east coast of Australia in the beautiful tropics, golden sands, palm trees, greenery everywhere, and you can't swim in the water because if the crocodiles don't eat you, it's the jellyfish with their tentacles that will sting you and put you in a lot of place, in a lot of pain. So
I'm excited by them.
yeah, like you have to find the private, like the local areas where the council have it completely fenced off, and it's just amazing to think like some beautiful beaches, and you just really can't risk swimming for the crocodiles.
Wow.
What's your thoughts there, Sean?
I agree. Some of them make really good handbags, but other than that,
Yeah.
well, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
Oh, there's farms for that.
That's right.
We've got crocodile farms just for that, like for breeding for the meat and the skins and stuff, the hides.
Wow. Well,
What about emus? If you had much to do with emus, Sean?
No, but then I've had issues. I've had exposure to ostrich, so to some extent, similar.
I worked at this place at Boggabri, which is out west, and the place you had to work was in a mine site, and they said if a emu follows you, because an emu is like it looks at you, and it goes, oh, shiny car, and it runs next to you, and they can run fast. And the mine sites, you're not allowed to drive. They call it driving a emu into the site. So if an emu follows your car, you have to stop, and then the emu will go looks left, looks right. If he looks away from it and you drive away, he's that silly, he won't follow you again. But imagine a whole mine site of workers changing shift. Like there's I don't know, 200 guys trying to get to work, and everyone stops because you can't drive. Can't this silly emu follow you into the site. Like that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And the mine site was fine if you come late. Like if everyone turned up late for your shift because of an emu problem, it was okay. We're still going to pay you. No dramas. Just don't let that bird get hurt.
Wow.
That was out of Boggabri.
So I didn't realize they're that fast.
They can run. Yeah. Oh, me and emu. What's that song with? Is that John Williamson? He can run as fast as a kangaroo, but look out, something that'll be following you.
You're the music.
That's right, Lana. It seems like a long time ago now.
He can't fly, but I'm telling you, he can run the pants of a kangaroo. That's the lyrics.
That's right.
Anyway. Oh, mate, I'm
reminiscing. Oh, it's good to reminisce.
Always good to reminisce.
That's right. Did you see that, Sean?
I saw that, and I did tell Tim that I don't have it. It's hiding.
Okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay. Ooh,
yeah.
Coffee and fresh brosen. Oh yes, for breakfast. Yeah, it was coffee and fresh bread for breakfast. Hey, that sounds good, Jorg. Jorg lives in northwest Germany, and I got to meet him in Dusseldorf. Him and his wife Anka, and Dutch Gamer. He came up. He took a train from the Netherlands, and we all met. He didn't tell me he was coming. I knew Jorg and Anka was coming, but I didn't know that Dutch Gamer, and you don't want his real name, but the Dutch Gamer met me there. Hey, you're a Dutch Gamer. That was cool.
I wonder how they feel about Germany being knocked out of the World Cup in the first.
Not happy.
No,
not happy.
And
I got a lot of.
Australia made the last 16.
1, 2. I got 5 different messages from 5 different my German friends. They're like, "Rah!"
Australia.
Hi, Alana. Hi, Alana.
Crime doesn't pay, Darian. You know, they've got to learn that there are other countries that can play the game too.
Right?
Yeah, That's the thing. Look at the competition. Like you got South Korea, Japan, and Australia all qualifying into the last 16 of the world, and it's everyone's in their group, but everyone's in a even sort of a group. And Australia had to beat Denmark and had to beat Tunisia. They got flogged by France, but we 2 wins, 6 points straight in second round for the second time ever. It's,
Hey, man, do you see
it's,
this here?
oh,
Elon says, Jonesy, we would love for you to join us on the Grand Princess in March.
where's that? Where's that?
That's the one going out of Melbourne, going from
Oh, that's
Melbourne to
one.
Sydney.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the one I wanted to look at. Yeah, for sure.
Yep, March
Definitely.
the 28th.
And the timing is perfect for us. So,
Well, come on
it'd be
down.
good for us. Yeah, we could get up to Sydney and see a few friends. It's
Yep.
and then
So
just
we
fly.
leave on. I think we leave on a Wednesday. I think it is. We hit Sydney on a Friday. You stay Friday night, and then we fly back on Saturday. Too bad the date for Saturday is April 1st, but hey, you could always stay an extra day and leave on Sunday, which is April 2nd.
I'm sure there'd be some bands I'd want to catch up with anyway over the weekend. So that works great for us.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
Even the
And
Friday
you got to
night.
see the Wiggles while you're there.
Yeah, well, the Wiggles used to be a band called the Cockroaches before they were the Wiggles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were a normal band called.
I'm learning a lot this stream. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Who would name a band Cockroaches? It's got me beat. But yeah.
But then again, who would name the same band the Wiggles?
The Wiggles.
And totally change your genre.
Very, very smart. Very, very, very smart. Yeah, I've got a mate who was in another kids band back in the day too, at the same time as the Wiggles, and they made a lot of money as well, but very much unknown.
There's his right there. Do a peekaboo.
The big red car. Where's that big red car? Hot potato, hot potato.
Up there, fruit salad.
That's it, mate.
Yummy.
There you go, Darren. Back to the food again. First it's spaghetti ice, and now it's fruit salad.
Go figure. Go figure. Hey, you know what? I lost 15 pounds since you saw me, Sean.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
15, and I did it. I'm doing what you call the carnivore diet, eating nothing but meat. Now, see, I love vegetables. I'm missing the vegetables, but my cousin that was with me, I asked him, so what have you been doing? He goes, well, I've been on this carnivore diet, just eating meat.
How is Jesse, by the way?
How's what?
How is Jess, by the way?
Well, he's doing well. Thank you. Yeah, he was. He really enjoyed that trip. Enjoyed meeting everybody. I mean, he was blown away. And I think he may be wanting to get into the YouTube scene. We have to see what he says. But he really enjoyed it. He goes, man, the people were awesome. Everybody. But he was telling me, he goes, yeah, you ought to try it for 30 days. Just eat meat. Well, he first said diet. I'm like, diet? I'm done. Okay, nope. Because, well, you get to eat meat. Well, just try it for 30 days. And I was like, well, that's 30 days. He goes, Darren, do it for 2 weeks. Do it for 2 weeks, see how you like it. Well, I did it for 2 weeks, nothing but meat. I mean, no breads, nothing. No vegetables, no nothing. No cereal, just meat. You can eat hot dogs, you can eat steak, you can eat pork chops, and you can cook all the food in the animal fat, eggs, all that stuff. Well, I did 2 weeks and I lost 7 pounds.
That's incredible.
I just did my fifth week.
That sounds like my kind of diet.
I tell you what, it's not bad at all. And my last Tuesday was 5 weeks already, and I lost 15 pounds. And
wow.
My clothes, I mean, it feels like some of them feels like like a big tent. It's like, what in the world? Mm. So I could fit my Depeche Mode shirt again. I've been wearing it 2 years, but
Depeche Mode,
it's been really neat. So I'm gonna keep going until I get to my desired weight, and once I get to my weight, I'm gonna I could branch out a
Steady
little
up.
bit.
Now, I've got
But
to ask you a really important question, Darian.
certainly.
How's your violin playing going along?
Well, I start my lessons in January, but there's a lot to before I start the lesson. I bought my violin. This is
Hmm.
downstairs. I got my violin, and today I met my instructor, which I start in
Hmm.
January. Um, and she helped me put it together. I mean, she showed me how to put the strings on, and I'm I'll have to do it 50 million times to do it to get it right. But she showed me she got it all fixed up for me and tuned up. And tomorrow I'm going to put the rosin on it and
Yep.
get it going. But I got that all set up. In the meantime, I've been taking self studies with YouTube on learning how to read music.
Oh,
So
awesome.
I didn't even know what a staff was. I'm like, what are you talking about? A staff? Does he work here? No, but that's that thing is before before the thing. And
Yep.
so I'm just trying to learn how to read the violin music because they have separate sheet music.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking a new language here, but and they have so I'm just studying it, learning where the chords are, learning where the strings are, the G, the D, and all that stuff. And so it's new for me. Already, I'm starting something new. I'm going to learn how to play the violin.
That's
I've
awesome.
I've always loved the violin, and but I never pursued to play any instrument. I mean, I, I'm an old rocker. I'll
Yep.
listen, and the only I can play is a radio, and that's just plugged in. Okay, that's the only thing I play. But I never pursued to play anything. But I've always loved the violin music. Well, the first night I had Kenny, uh, I was taking care of Kenny that night, and I was at the elevator. Sean and them, they were downstairs on the third deck, and I heard violin music. I didn't even know Sean and them were down there. I said, "Come on, Kenneth!" And I heard violin music, and it sounds live. And boom, it was live. Then they played Metallica. I was, wait a minute. Then they played Enya. I love
Nice.
Enya, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they just started playing. Long story short, I was there every night. I was there every night, the whole 4 hours they were playing. The last night they played 5 hours, but they call the string uh, Polaris
Celestial
Trio.
String.
Polaris Trio. The name of their Facebook is String Polaris Trio, but they're just called Polaris Trio. And I was stuck. I was stuck, and right in the middle of it, I said, you know what? Sitting there to just watching and amazement, I said, you know what? I'm going to learn how to play violin. I'm going to do it. I got home. In fact, from the ship, I was contacting people to to find instructors, and they're all booked and whatnot. And so I decided, well, I was going to get home, and I got home and found this one. So it's a music school. So
Yep.
it's twice. No, it's once a week for the first 5 weeks, I believe, and then in April, beginning of April, I have my first recital. So it might be Mary Had a Little Lamb, but it's going to be it's going to be something. But I'm excited about it though. I
Yeah, no,
really am.
that's awesome. Mate,
And
music is just great. Doesn't matter if you've got a harmonica or a tambourine, like whatever you can play. It's just when you get into the groove and the rhythm and it just gets into your psyche and your soul. And music is, yeah,
I tell you what,
Jonesy's
Kenneth.
the drummer. He's played session bands.
Oh, that's awesome. And I love
yeah,
percussion. Now Kenneth, he was jamming with the Joe Dangles. What do you call those things?
The maracas.
Maracas. Yeah, he was jamming.
that's it, mate. That's percussion. We'll call that percussion player. So you're a percussion player, mate. Don't worry about the
Yeah,
maracas.
I used to back when I was in middle school. I used to play the snare drum head,
Hmm.
but that's been a good hot minute. So um,
Very
now,
cool.
and I used to play the bell kit, um, which is like a xylophone, but it's actually it's got pallets and stuff, but they call it a bell kit. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they call it. So
Right.
That's pretty awesome. I didn't know that, Kenneth. That's pretty cool.
yeah, I paid $400. I paid $400 for a bell kit and only used it one time.
Oh, great.
Kenneth,
Yeah.
usually when someone says something like that, I usually press this button. But anyway, we won't get down that
Right.
road. Did you hear that?
Oh, yes.
Did you know it's almost 3 a.m., Darian?
Yes, it is. I'm gonna cut it here. I was gonna wait about 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get up early too. Or it already is early.
Yeah. I need to get some sleep myself.
Oh, look at Jonesy.
It's only 7 o'clock. Come on.
It's not
we got
even
plenty.
7 o'clock yet.
That's it. Let the sun-
It's almost 3 a.m. our time.
See, that's what happens when you live in the past. You got to come
That's
to the
right.
future.
What can I
Right.
say?
That's it. No, hey, Sean. You saw that one video, right? When my first video for my violin.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got 2 out now, and what I'm doing, I'm going to do my project all the way through. I was talking to my friend Ivana, the one of the
Yes.
trio,
Yes.
and she's the one who suggested that. She goes, "Well, you ought to make a YouTube video of your progress because she's keeping up with me. She subscribed and everything, and
That's awesome.
yeah. So that motivates me too. And all of them are cool. Her, Daria, and Andre.
Yeah.
Nice folks. Nice. I talked to them for hours, even after people were gone. I was still talking to them. But anyway, so she suggested that. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that. And I made that first video with them in it, and then I did that one show with them, and then I videoed their performance. But then I did a video last week of just a little update, and I'm going to do another one in the next couple of days from where I'm at now.
You know what, Darian? It's not hard for you to talk to anybody.
No.
I love
You're
people.
very-
I love people.
I was just watching you when we were on the cruise, and Kenny said, "I need to go to the bathroom," and you go, "I'll take care of it. I'll sort Kenny out." And you were busy on your way, so you passed 5 people, and then that adds like another 5 minutes onto each discussion because
Right.
you're busy. And Kenny was like, I could just see Kenny was about to start swimming.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Dennis.
my eyeballs was floating in my head. So
I didn't realize that. My wife says the same thing. Darren, you get to
But
talking.
it's funny.
I'm sorry?
I find it's funny because it's just you're like a magnet to people, and that it's a good thing.
Thank you.
that's
a good
like today as I was traveling. I told the adventure travel Mike, I said, I gotta find me a bathroom somewhere. He just kept right on driving along. I said, I thought we was going to stop somewhere to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
And
man.
he said, "Oh, I forgot. Sorry about that."
That's when you carry one of these things.
But thankfully,
When you get older, you start thinking of these things.
Thankfully we found a spot to pull over on the side of the road, and he had one of them McDonald's cups, and I just used it instead. So yeah.
That's not lemonade.
Yeah, don't drink it.
No, you get a rude awakening.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, I love you, each and every one of y'all. Sean, thanks for coming up. Jonesy, thanks for coming up. Man, I appreciate that. Kenneth,
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
And I'm
anytime.
looking forward to getting to see you here in just a couple of days.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're getting ready. So y'all have a great night, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I like these late night ones for me because I get my Australian buddies.
It suits you.
24/7. Because. Anyways, please tell Alana, your lovely wife, I said hello.
I will. Thank you.
and hope you and yours, Jonesy, do well too. And
Thanks,
Kenneth,
mate.
we'll see you soon, sir.
Alrighty, you too.
All right,
See
now-
you in the
Now I'm going to need your help. Now, I promise you, I'm going to go. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I'm going to need some help. 1, 2, 3. Eins, zwei, drei. Okay. You're familiar with radio, right?
Eins, zwei, drei.
Yeah. And then
You know what comes after that?
But not
Yes,
just donkeys and juice. You got to be animated. Donkeys and juice. I still see Sean's face the first time you heard that. Almost 2 years ago.
Basically, it sounds like donkeys and juice.
That too. You can say that. He'll say the same. All right. Here we go. I promise you. I promise you. Love you guys. Eins.
Eins,
Zwei,
zwei,
drei.
Dankeschön.
Oh, yes, Bob.
Whoever that is.
Whoever that is.
Sean, do you know who Bob is?
No.
Neither do I.
Bye, guys.
Tropical
Y'all
fruit.
take care, man.
Bye, guys.